to know about these do's and don'ts. As I told, being a teacher, they also maintain some discipline. We are members and you respect your teacher or child like what you should do. In our techno, we always says that we are going through some basic. So it's a teamwork. Afterwards, what being a class teacher, what you have to do, and being a subject relationship in between the teachers. And so first one is that I would say that you should give respect to your senior teachers. It's not like that they are showing their seniority and these things, because if they are saying something, so that means they are making you learn. Okay, so you can give respect to your senior faculties. Next, punctuality and regularity should be maintained. That means whatever timings are given, you should maintain that. Next one, you are expected to sign the attendance register on arrival before working of the school begins, and also mark the time of departure. That we all know already we are doing in our attendance register. We are putting the arrival timing and departure timing, so that you have to do everything. Next one, you will get 10 CL in an academic year, as you all are in college. Next one is that more than 3 leaves will not be allocated in a specific month. And next one is that try not to take leaves without any reason. If it is very essential, then only try to take it. Next one is leave cannot be claimed as a matter of right. So that I told, if it is very urgent, then only you take that. Planned leaves must be supported by an application well in advance and approved by principal prior to the leave. Suppose you need some leave, so you need to give the application. If ma'am approve that one, then only you can avail the leaves. Reasons for unplanned leaves should be supported by relevant documents. Suppose you are suffering from fever or anything happened to you that you cannot continue the classes. So after that, while you are joining, of course, if you are not coming to school, you have to inform it to office number. Now next is what you need to avoid. So leave the assembly or the class unattended at any cost. That means assembly we all know, we all have to be stay there. But regarding the class, as some of you are in PG nursery, KG, mother teachers, so we cannot leave the class vacant. If any of the teacher arrives that time, then only you can leave the class. So you have to wait for the teacher until or unless he or she enter your class. Next one is that stand in groups and gossip during assembly. Loiter in the corridor. Do not loiter in the corridor without reason. That I am feeling very hot, so I am cold. I am feeling very much cold in staff room, so I can go outside. Please don't do that. Other languages except English, so please avoid using other languages. For Swapna ma'am, as you are a language teacher, so you can use your Hindi language during the class, except that you can use English. And especially keep in mind that in front of the students we are not supposed to use Bengali or any other language. As we are in English medium school, so we all coordinate with English.
What your role will be as a class teacher and a subject teacher. So first let us see what will be your role, as if they are having any problems, you are the first person they will be coming to and you have to solve them.
Got this one. Then you can see term and week number. So term 1 is up to half yearly, and after half yearly that will be term 2. Now week number 1, 2, 3, 4, it will go accordingly. If it is in term 2, then also it will continue. In term 2 you are not going to write 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next is date. So suppose I am going to plan for the next week and I am going to submit the pink book on Saturday. So the date will be, Saturday date will be here. Now day and date. So as I am going to plan for the next week, suppose Monday to Saturday. So I will write Monday to Saturday and the next week dates. Okay. Class and section. Whatever the class and sections you are taking, that you have to write. Suppose this is 3A. Subject is math. Number of periods in that week, if you are having 5 periods, so you write here 5. 6, then you write 6. Lesson title and content. Why I am telling this one 5 or 6? Because maybe there is some holiday or whatever. So you are getting less class or more class, whatever. So you have to write that number of periods. Lesson title and content. So suppose in science I am going to teach food for plants. So my lesson title will be food for plants. Now what are the contents? What I am going to teach there? Suppose leaf is the kitchen of the plant. Function of leaf. Photosynthesis. These are the contents what I am going to teach. Aims and objectives of teaching. So after learning this chapter, what they would learn, what are my aim and objective of teaching, that you have to write. Instruction and strategy means discussion method, demonstration method, whatever the methods you are using, that you have to write in instructional strategy. Next one is assignment. Assignment means like in class work, what you are doing, homework, what you are giving. So that you have to write in assignment. Achievement means after teaching what they have achieved, and remarks, there you have to write if it is completed or not completed. Okay. Format of mark sheet. As Pritham ma'am told that after that examination you have to submit the mark slips. So there is a format of mark slips for class 1 and 2. For 1 and 2, the terms are used UT1 and 2. And for 3 onwards, that will be PA1 or PA2. These are, these question papers we make internally we make. And half yearly and yearly question papers, centralized question paper from our mother unit, we will get the question papers. Now UT1 and UT2, this is 30 marks. Assignment 10 marks. Written 60 marks. Total 100 and grade. For 1 and 2, in report card we give only the grades. These are the format we are going to keep internally. Okay. Next is that actually this is the format. Here you can see. Subjects. Here it will be written the subjects like English language, English literature, skill, Bengali, Hindi, whatever the subjects that will be written. Term 1 grades, term 2 grades, and yearly average. This one is the final term 1. Okay. This is for major subjects only. Minor subjects grades for class 1 and 2 grades patterns are same. 3 onwards 3 scale. Okay, 3 scale points. And for class 3 to 8, this is the pattern for your mark sheet. I am telling what are given. Subject name. Next one is PT. PT means that PA1. So how the child is maintaining the copy, on that basis you have to give this copy assessment marks. Next is SE, that ma'am told ACA or ESL you have to conduct in term 1 and term 2. So that you have to put the marks on that SE. For language ASL and for science math, there that is SEA. Next one is that half yearly examination, that is out of 80 whatever the marks they are getting. So 80 plus 5 85 plus 5 90 plus 10 100. So out of 100 whatever the marks they are getting and the grade. Same for the term 2, and in term 2 they are going to get the yearly average and grade. Clear? Any question up to this?
For the language thing, as we know that students might have the second language as Bengali or Hindi, and we are strictly to follow the English. So
No, I told that one. During the conducting the classes, you can use the language like Bengali. So you can use Bengali. If you are taking the Hindi classes, you can go for Hindi language. Other than you have to use.
You cannot use English there, isn't it? But when you are outside, in the staff room, in the corridor, or anywhere in the campus, it is a necessity to speak English. The reason is we are an English medium school. That is the reason. We are not saying that in second language class we have to teach in English. Library, you can say it is a wealth of knowledge, right? It's a wealth. So you have to reserve it in a very proper way, and whatever there should be some decorum in your library. If any books are being taken up from the library, you have to keep an account of that, and without your permission nobody can touch the books in the lab. This is one thing. And moreover, apart from the duties of a librarian, see, our classes are not functioning right now. When it starts functioning, you will be allotted a routine where you will be having library classes. So in the library class, what it will happen is that the concern, we have placed another teacher who will be sending the children to the library, okay, in a lab. And so when they come to the library, that time you are the main person along with another teacher. If you are having, you will be giving the books and a reading class will be conducted. So one best way how you can maintain discipline, because there also discipline counts. So one very important thing which you would maintain in your library is that you can tell the children, first you read and write a synopsis or a summary of what you have read today. So what happens, children are naughty, and when they go to a new room from the classroom, they start loitering here, there, pulling out books and all. So in that way, to keep the children under control, this is one of the way which you can apply. Another thing is that children are very smart, smarter than us, because they are the children of 21st century, right? And so you might find that they can elope away your books. They may take it inside their shirt or something like that, and they can run away with the books. So that you have to maintain very strictly. You have to be very observant and vigilant there. Okay. So these are the things, the rules and the regulations you have to frame out and you have to put up in the library itself, and other rules and regulations as a librarian you will fix up. Another thing is that, see, there are certain, like we as teachers and we consider ourselves as the teaching fraternity, right? And we have to do a multiple task. That is what we say, we are doing a multiple task. Like you all as a say ladies or gents, you all do what? You all not only work as a mother, a sister, a daughter, so on, a wife, so many responsibilities you all are doing. Same way in school, many responsibilities you have to perform or fulfill. The thing is that you have to work as a class teacher, you have to work as a discipline in charge, you have to work as a coordinator, you have to work as a many works. Even sometimes you have to work in the office, because at times we are giving a helping hand to the office also. So in that case, sometimes you have to be in the office also, like sometimes when the dress vendor is coming, or many a times. So it is, our task is multiple tasks. So it's not that it is restricted as a class teacher or a subject teacher or something like that, because that's the difference. Sometimes when the dress vendor is coming, or many a times. So it is, our task is multiple tasks. So it's not that it is restricted as a class teacher or a subject teacher or something like that, because that's the difference between an English medium school and a local school or a government schools, right? And it's not that we have a specific specialization in a particular subject. In that case, it's not that we cannot take up other subjects. Till class 8, we can take up almost all subjects. Yes, of course, I'm not saying that a science teacher will take English in class 9 or a science English teacher will take maths. It's not that. We are giving those subjects which the teacher can work on. So I think that goes to an end. Summing up, life is a challenge. Okay, life is a challenge and it is between B and D. So what is B and D? B is birth, D is death. And in between what you have C. C is choice. Yes. So choices means choices you take up in your day-to-day life. That means choices to get angry, choices to be happy, choices to accept your faults, choices not to accept your fault. So you have to choose the right choice. Okay, when you choose the right choice, your life will be beautiful and happy. So with that I end this induction process. A lot of thanks. These are the two senior teachers. I mean, she is one of the pillars. Another one is there. So these two had been the building blocks. Another one, the supporting one is there. So it's not that they are only there. It's a teamwork we will be doing, and we all have our own importance. Everybody, no one should think that I am unimportant. Everybody is important. And so that's what I told you, that you have to choose. And if you choose the right thing, if you think that you will be sad at your faults or you will be angry at your faults, so it's your choice. You will be happy or you will be sad. So I think you should choose the right thing to be happy, isn't it? So thank you. God bless all of you. And lastly, that sheet you have just completed and give it to me. Right?